Here's the WBC number 8 ranked world contender, introducing Ronald Reckless Ellis. Two-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world, introducing El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.
Despite being a two-time WBC super middleweight champion, David Benavidez entered this bout on a mission of redemption.
And is trying to bring it into the knife of Mohegan. What a punch! And the down.
After losing his title outside the ring for the second time, this time for missing weight, he knew that talk of discipline issues overshadowed his prodigious talent.
In the pocket and go toe-to-toe with Benavidez.
Still undefeated and only 24, Benavidez was eager to remind the world why he's considered one of the most dangerous fighters at 168 pounds.
He's got to be moving. He's got to use his legs.
Oh, big right by Benavidez.
That's it.
His goal against Ellis was simple: dominate, send a message, and force the division's big names to stop avoiding him.
To his Mexican and his Ecuadorian. Of course, his nickname is a red flag.
Yeah.
But it's Ellis pushing the pace early.
He thinks he can make something happen in these early rounds, and he's coming out to try and do it.
Ring block from Benavidez, and I see the eyes, you know, locking.
First round knockouts. Last one against Felipe Romero. It's been harder for Benavidez to get the early stoppages, and it's Ellis right now working on Benavidez along the ropes.
You know, because of his right hand being hurt, so he's using that punch now, but you can see
David Benavidez tipped the Toledo at over 250 pounds. There's a left hand that scores for Benavidez. And of course, in his last fight, Benavidez missed weight, but against Matt Korobov, and Korobov may be the most snake-bitten fighter. Under 30 seconds left here in the first, and Benavidez misses with that. Go to round numero. Benavidez WBC title, and Ellis a frequent pound-for-pound king. In fact, he sparred with Sport, I think, the biggest money maker in the game.
I'm pretty sure there's some 147.
I'm like, you know, Ellis is using his jab. You know, it's in the beginning. First round, this second round.
The left hook by Benavidez and misses with this sweeping Benavidez.
You know, Benavidez lands highest in the super middleweight division. We haven't seen evidence of that yet, but usually loves, and it's creating a little excitement here in round 2.
Hurt his opponents. He loves that. He just Ellis back.
And he said there's a nice left hook to the body and the right hand. He's happier when, you know, Angulo, when they capitulate in the corner.
Yes, I would rather love that.
There's a sweet sound of these punches by Benavidez on Ellis.
Fun round to watch with both men doing some things offensively.
Ellis flashing the jab, leads with the right, and there's that hand speed, and nice counter right hand, a short right, and there's Benavidez beginning to avoid time.
And we see Benavidez. I mentioned that he lands more jabs than any other 168-pounder, and that one got in, and then Ellis coming back with the, and then Benavidez getting ready to launch his own shots. And there you see the 4-punch combination, one or two. Cheryl Mamajov and to win a title.
And Ronald Gavril, who he beat to win his first title, he was knocked down in that fight. The only time he's been down.
Well, if we keep getting exchanges like that, it's going to be fun to watch. But Benavidez now landing some big power punches.
It's becoming so far really fun, and he's landing most of them.
And I hear a symphony of leather here at the fight.
Ronald Ellis down, moving forward.
He's got to start going back to that instead of just moving backwards, because Benavidez sooner or later is just going to, you know.
Now remaining here in the third round, and it's been a good round for David Benavidez. There's a lead right cross by David Benavidez, who backing up again because of Benavidez, comes in with that left hook. There's a counter right by Ellis, leaning in, and both fighters throwing punches round. A great round for the former two-time 168-pound champion. Time. All right.
A jab and side stepping. Stick to your game plan, son.
David Benavidez looking to remain unbeaten, while Ronald Ellis, well, he looks
Who's been training Ronald Ellis for some time.
He didn't miss weight again. And of course, Abner, David Benavidez not the first fighter to say that making weight under COVID restrictions here at the Fight Sphere isn't the easiest.
Says that it's not as easy making weight in this bubble. Just get everything out of the system, and I think he's doing so.
There's that left hook to the
Benavidez when Ellis dips to his left.
round. Ellis on the ropes, trying to absorb this offense from Benavidez, and Ellis coming to the body by David Benavidez, and in many ways Ellis maybe acquit himself well, wants to move up the pecking order.
Offensive work, especially Benavidez.
Ellis comes back with his own, obviously not being
Seen that in this fight.
Right uppercut by Ellis, and then uppercuts on the inside by Benavidez. Some good in this fight between David Benavidez.
Keep the distance, nice, and then once you go in, let's attack.
Hey, I need another round just like that. Okay, yes, sir.
Round number 5 scheduled for 12 in the 100. All of us back look in the arenas, but a fight like this, the sounds speak for themselves.
Ellis right now.
Yeah, clipped Benavidez, but then Benavidez chopping left hand and a right. Man.
And this is a beautiful matchup right now because Ellis is thinking before he throws his 1-2, and Benavidez trying to...
Ellis puts himself on the ropes, eats a combination from Benavidez. Left uppercut grazing the chin, and a quick combination scores for Benavidez. The guy like Jean Pascal or Badu Jack maybe would have taken it, but as
to 175. So yeah, I think he wants to do that.
Good work from Ellis with that jab, but it's always Benavidez who goes in there and, you know,
courageous competitor against one of the best at 168.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Remember Benavidez, so we'll see. There's still some time to go here in round 6.
But you have to like
he's firing back.
And yet he is in the line of fire. Benavidez putting it on him now with these body shots, left uppercut, but
you get the feeling Benavidez really is trying to make his prediction come true.
I talked about Romero holding it. Hold on, but now Benavidez at the right distance here, Abner. He is teeing off on Ellis.
Yeah, he definitely is teeing off.
He did come back with a couple of his own. This has been a tough round for him.
Action-packed rounds. Ellis backing up, but still throwing punches, eats that sweep. And remember, Ellis has never been down as a pro. We get into the second half of this 12-round affair.
Ellis on the ropes, trying to rip the uppercut and working the body and the head. As he kept ripping those right hands to the head of Ellis, who kind of turned away from him. That was a point in the round in which we thought, maybe, yeah, he hasn't been able to land the right as much as he wanted. I think he thought it would be.
And Abner Benavidez again just wanting to walk
the other way around. Ellis came in really aggressive, trying to get with the, and now we got Benavidez, you know, cornering him, backing him up with those inside punches. Those are the
How does our unofficial score, Steve Farhood, have this fight scored after 6?
He comes back with activity and he comes back with accuracy.
Left hook to the body. He told us, and now, of course,
And Benavidez has increased the number of jabs exponentially in the last.
And I like what Steve Farhood said, as you rest the judges more often than not.
But, you know, he'll come back with his own. Oh, beautiful.
Solid right hand to the body. Benavidez, well, there's a jab that split the guard for Ellis. Ellis comes forward with the lead.
We're seeing why Ellis has never been down in his career.
Following just, you know, Ellis instead of cutting the ring.
Increasing number of jabs that Benavidez has thrown from the overhead. You see him, oh, those are two monstrous jabs, and he continues, and he uses the jab there to set up the right hand.
Round number 8, the double tough Ronald Ellis is lone defeat.
Baby, you know, he just turned 24, and he's got a lot of growing to do, and he's doing so as a fighter. He recognized, you know, for your good boxing more than the mistakes.
Benavidez putting together these. Ellis is 3-1 with 2 draws.
But even though Ellis is still fighting back.
Oh, what a left hand hook to the body out by Benavidez.
He's got to throw it again. That body shot definitely hurt him.
Right uppercut, another uppercut, and now David Benavidez.
That he chooses so well, and the way he lands them so clean that, you know, makes Benavidez so dangerous.
3 rounds Ronald Ellis has held together and not gone down. That's amazing.
30 seconds. Ronald Ellis maybe.
And Ellis just landed a very nice right hand. It just didn't do anything to Benavidez.
Seconds of the 8th. Ellis finds himself along the ropes. Benavidez as we go to round 9.
Listen, look, I'm going to give you one more round. Okay? I'll give you one more round.
The concern about Ronald Ellis in that corner by the ring officials is because of this. I mean, he took so many shots.
Loves to see a man capitulating. He'll continue credit and respect here for doing what he can. He's trying to acquit. He's taking a lot of punishment in Yedman round 9.
Yeah, Ronald Ellis has done some
ring IQ on display as well. The placement of the punch.
He throws every punch with power. Nice, beautiful body punch there. He's trying to go for it again.
Well, because of the fact that he lost his title on the scale the last time around, and he has to really gain the clamor from the fans.
Fighting a better fight than some people thought he could, and capitulate.
He will not go away quietly.
No.
He still wants to fight, but at the end of the day, I think he is taking a lot of punishment. He's taking a lot of hard shots.
Again in control here in the 9th with 30 seconds left in the round. He's earning respect. He is earning respect he's earning a beating as well from David Benavidez. It's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, we back.
Yeah, I know you did. That was a way, way better round. Yeah, but
Ellis started throwing a beautiful jab. I thought he was going to start, landing a little bit more. There he is. Right hand is, I want to call that jab a right hand, even though it's a left. In this case, Benavidez has both hands that are power.
Benavidez again attacking.
He doesn't get hit in that posture a lot, which is interesting.
He's landing so many power shots at the fighter. So
you've seen up to this point, Abner?
I think the only thing is cut off the ring a little bit more. He is doing a little bit too much of a following.
Yeah, you could almost forget to praise the bodywork
of Ronald Ellis because David Benavidez has thrown everything in. And under 30 seconds left here in Ellis' corner wants him to, of course, the basics. Artistry on display courtesy of El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.
Time.
you know that the only way to win is a knockout, right?
I know.
He's landed 87 body punches in this match, Benavidez, and there's 2 of them.
The penultimate round here, scheduled for 12. And he's going to have to dig it down deep as he's been doing throughout the fight, although he just ate.
He was the man that Ellis beat to win the Golden Gloves championship. So,
yeah, and a big win for Terrell Gauthier to kick off the night. And here in round 11, Abner, he is hitting the body, the head. He is just strafing very intently with Ellis pinned in the corner. And now Benavidez unloading on Ronald Ellis. And Ellis.
Indication that we're getting ready for the end of this match.
He learned a lot from this fight. He showed a lot. He showed hard.
It should be a more and more learning experience. Ronald Ellis has earned his bones in this fight tonight.
Losing this fight doesn't mean his career's over. Yes.
Great stoppage by the referee. And Ronald Ellis is going to fight it, but what a performance by David Benavidez. And you know what, Ronald Ellis?
Great performance.
Great performance by him as well. What a great night.
I mean, the combination punching is what's impressive here, and that's how you stop a fight when opponent's in trouble, by throwing combinations and making the referee feel that they're defenseless. It didn't seem that Ellis taking the signature uppercut from Benavidez, it didn't seem like he could fight back at this juncture.
Ronald Ellis was a tough competitor, man, and I just hope the fans like what they've seen. I threw a lot of combinations, punches and bunches. That's what they like to see, so I hope they had a good show tonight.
A referee in charge, Johnny Callis, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout and still undefeated, El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.